Greetings and salutations. So I've been playing some Empyrion Galactic Survival, and it it is a crafting survival open world galaxy experience. And just the gameplay alone, put about 40 hours into it just doing the gameplay experience. I initially picked this up on early access like 3 or 4 years ago, and through watching a YouTube video, I was like, "Oh, this looks like it could be interesting." So I came back through here. I did about 40 hours of playthrough on the game, and then I started watching YouTube videos on people actually crafting ships. So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try to craft a ship." And obviously, some people make these, and this is very modern, very futuristic, very realistic in a lot of aspects. Really good job figuring out all the angles and geometries. And I started that, but then I was like, oh man, I don't even know if I can get this thing to fly. So I just made a block and put jets on it, just just to see if I could get all of the physics worked out before I got all crazy with the geometry and sloping. And so this is my first attempt at making a flying ship, an SV, and it's airtight. Because you can get into your debugging menu. You hit the N key, and you select go to debug, and then you see it's airtight, and see how it's all green. So that means that it's all I don't know why I can't move. But yeah, it means it's sealed up, right? Everything's green, so it's sealed up. So that's good. And if I go back to the debugging and I hit in again and I go to oxygen, right? There's no oxygen in here, so I got to fill up my oxygen tanks first. So I think I have to take it down to the atmosphere, and I need to do a little bit of work on here and put some lights in. I'm in God mode, so I can freely move around. um, I need to add some lights in there, and I need to pretty it up, but this is the first attempt, right? And so what's funny is I think I've come across some issues, right? So if I go full speed, my my max speed is 4 meters an hour, right? so so there are some issues. There are some issues, and I'll have to figure out what I need to do. I don't know if it's thrusters. I got the three reverse thrusters in the back, so maybe now I'm going to start getting into some of the physics and see what it takes to get this thing to move a little bit quicker, and to see if it's self-supporting with the life support. But let me see if I got all the access and stuff. So if I Oh, this is brutal. This is the pitch. You can see it. You can see it rolling. Oh, this is brutal. It's just incredibly slow. So I think it's an issue of. Let's see. Let's see where we're at here. So this is kind of the other challenge to it is you gotta, if you press the P key, it will kind of give you the ship's overall. So CPU usage is too high. Okay, so I need to add maybe okay, there's fill oxygen. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to debug. In. So I have some problem solving. I have some problem. Oh, I know what I need to. No, that should be. Let me go. I gotta go P. I gotta turn it on. That's what I forgot to do. Turn it on. There we go. Now we go. Yeah. So now there's oxygen in here, and if I hit the Y key. If I hit the, was it U? There we go. I can take off my helmet, right? Where am I at? Oh, look, there's even oxygen outside the aircraft. It's seeping outside the aircraft. Interesting. Okay, so let's say if I'm on the floor in here. Bear with me. Okay, I'm on the floor and my helmet's off. Let me take off God mode, right? And I'm not dying. I'm not dying. So that's I can't move. I'm overweight, but I'm not dying. So that's a good indicator. I'm able to kind of debug some of the. So it's airtight. There's oxygen system. There's life supports. I just need to figure out how to get the thrust and the CPU usage up. Okay, go back to God mode. Put on my helmet even though I don't need it. Okay, and then hopefully this video kind of helps some. I'm trying to talk through some of the. So there I have 2 of my generators. Let's see if I add another generator. If it helps increase the overall thrust required. So one of the things that I kind of ran into issues with is figuring out how to rotate objects. And see, they have the little green axis. So what you can do is you have to press your insert, delete, home, and page up and page down key in order to get these things where you want them in the angle. And I haven't played a game like that before where they have the they have it like that. Usually, it kind of looks like it needs to be rotated that way. And so I haven't played a game where they have that set up like that. So if I put, let's see, I'll put 2 more in here. Let's see if that's the issue. Let's see if that fixes. Before it was a max speed of 4 meters per second, I think. So hit F. It's still 4 meters per second. Okay, so that didn't do it. Okay, so now let's look at, if I have P, what's my tonnage? Okay, let's go to C. Oh, my CPU usage went up though a bunch. So let's do this. T. All right, let's go H to go in a creative menu, and then go like that. And then we need the CPU. There's upgrades. So your basic core has a base amount of CPU, and I'm looking for the CPU upgrades, which are, I forget what they look like. They're like little where'd you go? I know they're here. They're like right. So there's your cores. CPU. Okay, extender. That's not it though. CPU. Is that it? Okay, let me I don't need that no more, so I'll trash that. That could be it. I just thought it looked different. Yeah, I think that's it. CPU extender is a system when the destroyed structures is not controlled anymore. Central processing unit requires on every structure. Okay. So let's try this. Let's see if this gets me. So you can see where I'm tucking this stuff up underneath the hole here in the front. Let's see. So if I hit P, so before, that almost got me. Okay. So that still counts, right? And then if I go into P, then I click on let me go back. P, right? And then I click on CPU storage. You can see that little block right there. So I don't think a second one will let me. I think these got to be tier 3 to move into this category. Let's see if the speed, before I add this, let's see if the speed picked up. There's a lot of this problem solving with building these ships. Oh, look at that. 130 meters per second. So it was this. Oh, that's quick. That's really quick. Holy shit. Okay, so that was the issue. This is pretty crazy. This you know what this might actually turn out to be. Oh, look how I have oxygen. V. Look how I have oxygen. Wait, go back to the front. That's the back. That's the back. This is the front. Look how I don't have oxygen right here. Here's a dead spot. Why is this a dead spot? Interesting. Right? Why is that a dead spot? So if I go to these right here. Interesting. Interesting. So one thing I discovered is when you stack these tanks, it multiplies the amount of fuel. So if each one of these 500, for every tank that you stack, it's like 500, 1,000. So it multiplies the volume of the ship. Why do I? Interesting. Interesting. Why is there an oxygen even though there's 2 ports? Alright, I'm going to stop the video here. This is kind of a problem-solving tutorial. But hopefully you get some hotkey information. Hopefully you get some kind of geometry information. But as always, thanks for watching.